Hey guys, and welcome to Ark Genesis. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a ultimate hidden base in Ark Genesis. This is hidden in the Arctic biome, the biome that not many people usually like going to because you're often cold and you need to wear fur armor and you need air conditioning just to stay warm at your own base. So the base location here is in the Arctic. I'm going to show you where we're going to build it, and as long as you defend it, it almost becomes an unraidable base, but obviously no base is unraidable provided you have the resources to raid any base in the freaking game. It is a very difficult base that might not even be worth it to try raid because of how difficult it is just to get there and even just to find it. Like, even though I know exactly where the location is, I still need to, like, check, double check, because it's really difficult to find. So first things first is, before you start building this base, you need to have a full set of fur armor and unlocked a generator with access to a air conditioning unit, because without air conditioning, this base just, you will just hate yourself because you'll die so many times. So we're going to head over to the base location right now. It is all the way to the far east of the map, right behind this turret here. So this mountain, sorry. And we're going to fly all the way there. Now, one thing that people might not know is that in the Arctic biome, there is a whole section where it is literally just like fog. Like, you can't see anything. It's really difficult to navigate here. Some people build massive bases on top of here, but those are usually easy to see. So I wouldn't recommend building on any of those. The location we're going to is very hard to find. I'll be honest. Like, it's even I have to check on the map all the time because it's difficult. Like, I honestly I don't even know where I am right now. Like, that's how hard it is to find the space. Okay, so it's not over here, but once you do find this thing, it will be a nice key to where you need to go. So if you find this thing here, it has this little overpass hang over here. If you look at my map location right now, I'll rotate it there. So it needs to be like there and there. So slightly below the 70 line. You should basically head all the way to the world barrier, this thing over here. And then when you get just below that 70 mark, you should find this. It is a kind of massive cliff, so when you're on the ground here, it will look like this, and this is when you'll know you're in the right place. But it's easier to tell if you're at the top. I recommend, like, searching this place with a bloodstalker if you have one, or if you don't have a bloodstalker, another easy way to get here is with a Procoptodon. So the place we're going to is this direction over here. So we're gonna head along the wall here. You'll see there's this stone thing over here. So you'll be on the ground right about here when you first need to get up here. Now, it is a mission to get up there. I'm not gonna lie, it is not easy. What you're going to need is a crossbow, a grappling hook, and a parachute. So here is the base location. We're going to be building it right on top of here. You can barely see it from the bottom. You cannot even see the floor from up here. And at night, it's completely dark. But obviously, what you want to do is keep this base as dark and hidden as possible, because the strength of this base is that nobody can see it. It's built on this little platform here. You want to build upwards and more towards the back here, because that way, from anyone on the ground level over here, just walking by or doing something, they're just gonna see this and they're gonna like, oh, what? Oh, there's the wall there. Oh no, who would build a base up there? Like, like, why would you even bother checking up there? So here is where the little overpass thing that we're trying to find is located on the map here. As you can see, it's still slightly below that 70 line towards, it's probably about like 74 and 50, I guess 52, 53, more or less. So the way to get up here is by using a crossbow with a grappling hook and have a parachute as well. You're going to try clip the edge of this little thing here, this little overpass, little peeking thing here, and we're going to press 2 to enable our parachute. And now we're going to let go there. We can't actually select that one. Okay. And kind of distance yourself away here so that you can clip the top of this thing. Once you actually do get up here, it will be a little bit easier to... There we go, we're actually good. Cool. Took like 2 grappling hooks just to get up here. Once you do actually manage to get this right, what you're going to do is build a kind of higher tower using gloss and a little gloss ceiling kind of like overpass here, so that you can shoot the invisible thing that nobody knows is there. All right, so now we're going to build the base. You're going to want to try build it in the middle of this thing, but towards the higher section. The big reason for this is that the higher it is and the further back it is, the harder it is to see from the ground. Like, it actually goes so high that you just cannot see it anymore. The fog will literally block it out, and it'll be like there's nothing up there, and it looks so small that, no major like base could be built there. As long as you build it in a tower formation, you'll be fine, and you can get fuel here to, just literally power your generator. I put my generator on this high floor right over here to pretty much get access to all of my turrets around this whole little thing. If you do have problems, you can put a generator at the opposite corner of this little house at the bottom floor so that it reaches everything at the top, everything at the bottom, and all different directions. So yeah, there you go. You have a nice defended base there, turrets everywhere, literally very, very hard to see from the ground. Like, you would have to know it's there to go there. And because the turrets will shoot you, if you have them on high, the turrets will shoot you before you see the base. So you'll just start taking damage and start dying. And the only way to get up here is with like a Bloodstalker, or like I said, with the grapple. So if an enemy player is running around with a Bloodstalker and like flies around this base, they're gonna die mid-air not knowing what the hell killed them. And when you come here and you're trying to search, you literally see nothing. I put all the walls as gloss so that I can have it like this, and basically on the outside is opaque, so it's black, so it kind of blends in with that like black ominous kind of background rather than an actual metal looking base, because I like that feel that the gloss looks like this. So if someone does see it from the bottom of the ground somehow or flying in the air, it kind of just looks like it's outside of the map. I always do that. It's pretty cool. And this is pretty much how you get up here. You basically walk up to it here, you shoot over here. We have a gloss kind of like ramp like right at the top of the base there. And what I do is I shoot this place that we showed you before already. Put our parachute on. Now we're gonna kind of like slide a little bit backwards, and we're gonna aim up. I believe it's somewhere here, and then we're gonna shoot. And somehow I managed to get it. It works really well. I think I actually hit the turret instead of the ramp, but at least I clipped something there, and I was able to pull myself up, and I'm back in my base. Now, the next thing that kind of causes a problem is what do you do with an industrial forge? Now, this thing makes massive light, right? Like, you can see that in the dark from anywhere, except at this base. This base, for, because it's so high up in the air and I put it so high, it's like, what industrial forge? I don't see lights. I don't see anything. It's just too far to see, and I'm playing on like really high graphics, so any player playing on like lower graphics is not going to be able to see this at all. And what you want to do is put down a chest somewhere near the ground, close to the actual cliff. The reason for this is if you are using S plus, you're going to be using the transfer gun a lot. It's going to be your baby, like literally. So we're going to put all the stuff here in the chest. I'm going to show you how we're going to send all of this, like heavy stuff, all the way up to the base, because obviously trying to carry it one by one if your inventory weight is too low, this is the next best thing, is literally get a transfer gun. It's the one with the arrow. So once you save your transfer gun here, just craft one up. It literally takes one thatch depending on the server or whatever you're playing on. Put it on your hotbar. I wouldn't actually do this in single player, by the way. This is designed for a PvP kind of circumstance. So you're going to right click to set the source. Now that's going to like kind of save whatever is in that little container, and left click on a new container is going to send everything to it. But it does have a maximum distance radius. I actually couldn't reach everything or anything else in the base, so I decided to put this little box outside here. I mean, it's only for transfer usage. Once I put stuff in here, I'm going to move it in the base. Left click to transfer, and everything has been moved from the bottom there into this chest up here. And now I can, move all these heavy materials or whatever to wherever they need to be. Cryopod's also great for dinosaurs to just make sure when you do uncryo a dinosaur that you pick up whatever it had or put it in that little chest, because yeah, cryoing stuff doesn't save the dino's inventory, so that's something you might need to learn as well. This is a really, really hidden base, and it's a bitch to just get to it, yet alone try raid it. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Is this a cool base? Are you gonna try it? I actually have one of my own at a different location on the side of a cliff, but I found this one when trying to do the video for that one, and I was like, this one's way better. I'm gonna try build this one on my PvP server. So I'll see you guys in a future video. Thanks for watching.